Guys, so here we are. This is just a little preview of our notes. We are just going to focus on this first page of your next notes. So I'm on page 15 of the binder, and we are just going to be doing 4 examples together, okay? We're going to focus on factoring when we're in class together. So before factoring, we often talk about polynomial operations, meaning adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, okay? So today I'm going to add, subtract, and multiply polynomials with you. The first part is adding, and I know it's an addition problem because there's a plus sign between the parentheses. And when I add polynomials, I literally just combine like terms. You can pretend like these parentheses aren't even there. So looking at the terms, 9x to the third does not combine with anything. So I'm going to write that part down first. And I want my answer in standard form from highest degree to lowest degree. So the next thing I'm going to look for are the x squareds. The 5x squared also does not combine with anything, but the x's do. Negative 2x and 12x will give me a plus 10x. And then finally, 1 and negative 4 combines to negative 3. So there is my answer. I literally am just combining like terms. Subtracting is the same as adding with one extra step, and that step is to distribute the negative. So do not forget to distribute the negative sign or the minus sign to the second parentheses. The first parentheses stay the same. So I have a 2x squared plus 3x. And when I distribute a negative, I literally am just changing the signs. So minus 3x squared minus x, negative times negative is plus 4. And now I combine like terms. So I get a negative 1x squared because the x squareds combine, and then a 3x minus x is 2x, and then plus 4. You don't try to factor anything here. This is just having you subtract. So I'm just distributing a negative and combining like terms. Moving on to multiplying polynomials. So this is like FOIL. Now here is a simple FOIL problem. It's not one of the examples, but just as a reminder, when I FOIL, I do the first times the first, outsides, insides, and the last. I'm multiplying as I FOIL, and then I always combine like terms when possible. So this would be an x squared minus 2x minus 8. So when I multiply two binomials, I usually get a trinomial. And remember, FOIL is just the opposite of factoring. So when I factor, I start with the trinomial and I work my way backwards to the product of two binomials. So that's just a quick reminder on FOIL. And now let's do a harder type of FOIL problem. I like to think of this as the repeated distributive property. What I like to do is start by taking the very first term of the binomial and distribute it to the trinomial. What that gives me is a 3x to the third minus 2x squared minus 4x. And now I'm going to take the minus 3 or the negative 3, and I'm going to distribute that to the trinomial. I like to line up my terms, so like this, negative 3 times 3 is negative 9x squared. I like to line up the x squareds because now I can see that they'll combine. Negative 3 times negative 2 is a positive 6x and a positive 12. So when I combine my like terms, I get my final answer, which is a 3x to the third, does not combine with anything, minus 11x squared plus 2x plus 12. Okay, and then if I multiply 3 binomials together, I'm just going to go in order, starting by FOILing the first 2 parentheses. So x times x is x squared plus 4x minus 1x minus 4, and that combines to x squared plus 3x minus 4. And then I still have this last binomial to multiply it by. Now I prefer that binomial to be in front. And it doesn't matter if it's in the front or in the back. So I'm going to put it in the front. And now I'm going to do what I just did and FOIL this out. Repeated distributive property. So distribute the x. I get x to the third plus 3x squared minus 4x. And now distribute the 3. 3x squared plus 9x minus 12. Combine like terms, and my final answer is x to the third plus 6x squared plus 5x minus 12. Ta-da! That's the final answer. The last part of this is like these special products. You don't have to have these memorized. Those are just there for your reference. But hopefully these first 3 examples ring a bell. And we'll do these 3 problems for a warm-up, and then we'll get to factoring next time I see you. That's all, guys. Have a good one.